Oof. 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 Big oof. Hey guys, so it is the 19th of this month, which is April, and I did some math because like I talked about in the last video, I was debating whether I should change my goal or not, and so I went ahead and did some math, and then I realized that the math I had done was wrong, so I did some more math, and then as I was doing the more math, I realized my math was still wrong. So I finally did the math right. And I probably should have known it was wrong the first time or two because like the numbers I was getting were way too low, and it's because I forgot that my goal was 24,000, not 20,000, and I don't have a brain anymore. But I did the math. The math I did was I basically figured, okay, if not counting today because I've already written 700 words today, and so theoretically I could stop writing. I've hit my 500 word goal. So I did some math, and I figured for the next 10 days, which would get me through the 29th, I wrote 500 words, which is my minimum. And then I added that to what I originally wrote, or what I've already written for the month, including today, and took that out for my 24,000 goal. And what I did was I found out that if I did that, if I only wrote 500 words for the next 10 days, then on the 30th, I would have to write only 6,000 words to hit my goal. Assuming I'm doing the math right this time. But I mean, they say third time's the charm, so we hoping. So basically, that makes me think that I really should just stick with this goal because, for one thing, I can definitely write 6,000 words in a day. And obviously the assumption that I would only hit my minimum for the next 10 days seems unlikely because like I've actually been averaging more like 600 or 700, 6 to 700 words a day, and so that would put it more at like 4 or 5,000 that I'd have to get on the final day. So hopefully I'm gonna keep writing today and get up closer, and so I'm thinking I'm probably gonna stick to the 24,000 because I think I could get 6,000 on the last day if I had to, and it should be less. So I'm going to go back, actually not to writing, I have to practice speech. Look at my peep, he exists. Okay, I'm gonna go back to life now. I am deceased, I am dead. What you see before you is a corpse. I am not even a zombie. When I wake up tomorrow, I will probably be a zombie, but right now I am a straight up corpse. In a couple days I'll be back to normal. But anyway, today was just fun because last night I was working on practicing my speech that I had to give today. But as I'm doing that, I think it just kind of occurs to me that I forget if I like looked at the econ page or if I just remembered it, but I was like, wait a second. Wasn't there a paper coming up? So I go over to my econ class, and I look, and sure enough, there's a paper due, the 20th, this is Sunday, the 19th, that I'm seeing this, so I'm like, oh, there's a paper due tomorrow, and I have to give a speech that I haven't really practiced enough for. Huh. But, so I'm like, okay, it's still doable. It's gonna be hectic. I have to get to bed a lot sooner than I thought I did. But I can do it. So then I'm was about to go to bed for the night, and I'm like, wait a second. Hadn't he been doing this thing where he kept putting the exams on the same day as the paper? And I'm like, no. And so I go and check, and yep, not only do I have the speech to give and record and get uploaded and, sent to my teacher, But I have a paper to write that I haven't even started to do anything on, and I have an econ exam. In addition to like my normal econ homework, which is a quiz for a chapter I hadn't even read, and then a discussion post thing, which is about half a page. So not too bad, but normally I need to do some research for it because typically it's about topics I haven't really looked into much. I got everything done before midnight, somehow. I don't think it was the worst paper or topic discussion thingy majig I've ever done. But boy, if it wasn't close, it certainly wasn't the best. Probably the worst, like I just threw the idea of citing stuff out the window. I was like, you know what? This is, because I'm like, nope, this is all just stuff I'm making up. Like, I don't know how much of this is true, honestly. Like, I'm not plagiarizing because I didn't pull it from any sources. It's just not good paper writing because I also didn't pull it from any sources. So we'll see how that goes, but I did look at the grade, and as long as I get a C on the paper and on also the next paper that won't be due for a couple weeks, I can still get an A in the class. But yeah, that was fun. I did get a bit of writing done at the start of the day just because I've been trying really hard to write at least 20 minutes at the start of each day when I wake up. So I'm going to write a bit more and try and get to my 500 words for the day. And then I'm going to bed, probably. Except I don't even know if I'm going to bed because I'm like, I had so much caffeine today trying to not die in the middle of these assignments. So I'm not sure I'll be able to sleep. I might take some melatonin and try, but oof. Big oof. Yeah, I'm really tempted to go to Taco Bell tomorrow and see if there's a free taco. Boy, if I wouldn't love a free taco right now. Anyway, moving on. That's the story. This is the story of how I died. So, it is the 21st, and I woke up about 2 hours ago, and I've actually gotten 800 words for the day. I did it in 2 20-minute sprints, but then I've been derping around doing not productive stuff. I've got the minimum for the day, and I need to do physics homework because that was supposed to be done last week, but Kate Kavanaugh is doing a write-in, and I actually saw it and I was able to catch pretty much the start of it, and I'm like, I never get to do that, so I'm gonna go for this write-in, and then that will be my writing for the day, at least unless I get the physics homework done really quickly somehow. And then that will also just get me ahead, because I do actually want to, I have the minimum done for my writing for the day, but I do actually want to catch up on my goal and be working towards that. So the other thing is that, once I'm done here, Thomas Frank uploaded a study with me, so I'm going to throw that on for while I do physics. Hopefully that, if I have that to keep me motivated, I will actually get everything done today that I need to get done today, because I've been really struggling with physics that, every time I start, I'm fine until I get stuck on a problem, and then, my brain just shuts down to the point where I feel exhausted. No matter how much or how recently I slept, it's just nope, I'm tired now, and I don't know what it's about. So hopefully that video will help me actually at least push through that, if not avoid it. So yeah, and then at some point today I might run into Taco Bell. That taco's so tempting. Anyway, I'll see you in the next clip, I guess. Still the 21st, the write-in just finished. I got 1,300-ish during that, which was pretty good, and that put me at about 2,200 for the day. I'm kind of considering, I'm 200 behind par for yesterday, the 20th, which would be 1,600, not 1,600, 16,000. I'm kind of tempted to keep writing just to get it, because then I'd be only one day behind, but I'm also like, I shouldn't, because I'm supposed to be doing physics. I can always just time skip to something interesting happening. You know your girl's got her free to go. It is day 23. I have gotten 276 words so far, which is not 500, but it is really late, as in it is in the AM of actually technically 24th. I could get another 230 words probably pretty easily, but I'm really hoping I can catch all the way up to par for my goal tomorrow, tomorrow, on the 24th. So I think I might just go to sleep, because I need sleep, because I have to take a physics test tomorrow, so I need a brain for that. And then I want to have a big writing section, and just where I'm at in the story, I'm not really sure what's gonna happen next, because I kind of know what I want to have happen, but I was like trying to think ahead, and I don't know how to make it happen, and like I'm not sure what's gonna happen after the thing that needs to happen happens. And with the words I have right now, I'm only like I'm less than 2,000 behind, like 1,800 behind, I think, so that's not too far over NaNoWriMo day. There's a train. Well, I can't make the train go away, so we're just going with it. So I don't think like an extra 230 words wouldn't make that big of a difference on tomorrow's writing. And like, I know I really wanted to get 500 every day, but so I just, yeah, my brain's not working right now, and really I should have written more earlier today, because I didn't get anything done today, and I think that's kind of where I'm at. It's just that I'm really out of it, and the train's getting louder. Thanks, train! At this point, I'm just gonna wait the train. See, I just don't really feel like writing more. I just want to go to bed. And I think, like, sometimes you just have to accept that you failed, and the important thing is not to fail twice in a row. So I'm going to go to bed and come back tomorrow, and hopefully it will be a big day, and I can end this vlog off on a bang, because I'm hoping to get it up the 25th, which means editing tomorrow evening. So let's see how that goes. It's like the from Galaxy Quest, the aliens, and they're trying to smile, and they're just like, ah. Anyway, it is the 24th. I have not started writing for the day yet. I'm just grabbing this because I need to take it downstairs. I'm about to go get, wait, I have coffee. My coffee is cold. I'm about to go heat up my coffee. And then I haven't written anything yet for the day. I just finished my physics exam, which was the big thing I had to do. So Kate is currently live. She's been live for about an hour, and I think she normally goes for around 2 hours. So I'm thinking if I jump on there, hopefully she'll have a couple sprints left before it ends. So I'm gonna warm up my coffee, jump on there, and go for that. But then also just I'm going to write for, so I really want to get up to 19,200 words today. So even once the stream ends, I'm going to keep writing and keep going until I hit that goal. After I do that, I need to edit this vlog. So I'll come back a bit and see how it's going, I guess. I don't know. I've lost track of everything that's been happening. So the live stream with Kate ended. I got 422 words in a 13-minute sprint, and then 347 words in a 10-minute sprint, which is really good for me. Neither of them were in scenes that are likely to stay, because like when I first started, I joined like in the middle of the sprint, and so I was like, oh, I need to jump in, but I don't know what's going on in my story. So I just started writing a dream sequence, because I was like, those are a good way to get a lot of words, because it's like, just anything goes. But they can be hard to actually put in a story in a way that works, so I don't know if this chunk is gonna stick around. And then in the other sprint, we had a prompt that was MC, main character, and villain sit down for a drink. And I wanted to do it because I've enjoyed writing my villain, and so I'm like, yes, I want to write more of him, and I don't have an excuse to in my actual story, so I'll just do the prompt for fun. And so again, not a scene that's likely to be used, or because he doesn't actually show up a lot. But I think this might be a conversation that actually happened, so it might get used. But anyway, I wanted to do it, and it was fun, and that got me a lot of words. But now I need to start working on my actual story. Well, I am at the point where I need only 1,900 words to get caught up all the way, and it's 9:30 p.m. So if I figure 2 hours, I should be able to get this done before midnight, even if I write slower. There was another writing stream going, so I'll at least try spring with her for a little while, but I don't know if I'll stick with it because my internet is being iffy. So if it gets frustrating, I might stop, and also just once I feel like I'm in the story, hopefully I might just stop, because doing the sprints means that there's awkward pauses, and so if I feel like I'm getting into the story enough to not need the extra motivation to actually write, I might just turn it off and write on my own. So we'll see. So it is 11:50 p.m. and I have gotten up to 19,342 words, which puts me, for like the first time this month, over par. I got 2,743 words today. I somehow got 821 words in the last sprint, which was a 30-minute sprint. Which, yeah, that would, if I had done that twice, that would put me over at 1,600 for an hour. Obviously, I didn't do it twice. I don't know if I could do it twice in a row. So I'm going to call it a night for writing, since I have gotten my goal. So now I just have to try and stay, like, where I'm supposed to be for the rest of the month. But that shouldn't be too bad. Granted, every time I say that, it ends up being really hard. And I just fail completely. But at least I'm somewhere. I'm in a better place than I was. I mean, at this point, I'm less than 5,000 away from my goal for the month, though, so I feel like it's pretty safe to say I have this in the bag. It just depends on whether I actually do it consistently. I'm gonna at least try and get my 500 consistently, so that would be 1, 2, 3. So if I hit 500 words consistently for the rest of the month, then that would get me 3,000 more, which means I would have less than 2,000 extra I'd have to write on top of that. Obviously my goal is to not have to do it all in one day, but yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say I have it set. It's just a question of how smoothly. My dad made brownies, and like I smelled them right before that last sprint started, and I was like, I want these so bad. They smelled so good. At least I assume they're brownies. They smell like brownies. So those are probably cooler enough to eat by now, maybe even too cool. So I'm gonna go get those and like let myself take a short break, or maybe a long break. So I'm gonna edit this video, call this vlog a wrap, and edit it, and hopefully get it up on the 25th. If not, it will be the 26th. You already know which one because you're watching this. So yeah, and then I'll start the next vlog, and hopefully nothing too interesting will happen in it because it'll be smooth sailing from here out. Knock on wood. Wood. There we go. For real. Wrapping up the vlog. And then